Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. US plans $15,000 visa bond to curb overstay. Trump target India, but West Russia trade tells a different story. Palestinian struggle as Gaza aid falls short of pre-war levels. US response as Gaza ceasefire talks collapse, Israel waits full takeover. United Nations Security Councils hold special sessions on Gaza hostages. Flash flood and mudslides kill 4 in Uttarakhand village. Bangladesh mark 1 year since Hasina's ouster with reform roadmap. Trump hints JD Vance as likely GOP successor for 2028. Texas House paralyzed as Democrat flee to block redistricting plan. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. Viewers, now the top story is here. The United States is set to implement a pilot program in 2 weeks that could require tourists and business travelers to pay visa bond of up to $15,000. The move target countries with high rates of visa overstay and its aim at tightening immigration's compliance through financial deterrence. Now, viewers, according to India media, while Donald Trump accuses India of indirectly funding Russia's war through oil imports, US trade with Moscow has rising 23% with uranium, palladium and fertilizers still flowing. The Europe also continues commerce with Russia. India's energy policies and pragmatic is helping stabilize global markets amid Western double standards. Now, desperate Palestinians are scrambling for limited aid, saying current supplies into Gaza fall far below urgent need. According to Palestinian and United Nations officials, about 608 trucks per day are required, the same volume Israel allowed before the war. The shortfall is worsening the humanitarian crisis across the besieged enclave. Now, State of Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce addressed the media after Gaza ceasefire negotiations collapsed. She urged restraint while affirming U.S. support for diplomacy. Viewers, meanwhile, Israel is reportedly considering a full military takeover of Gaza, raising fears of further escalations amid ongoing humanitarian concern and mounting international pressure for a peaceful resolution.
We are aware of the reports that they've set up this new defense council. Following, of course, the 12-day war, the Iran-Israel conflict. And I have no further comment for you. Except maybe that. Yes, sir, next to you.
Now, the United Nations Security Councils convened a special sessions to address the conditions of hostages held in Gaza following an urgent appeal by Israel's United Nations Ambassador Danny Danon. The session highlighted the plight of captives amid the ongoing conflict with call for international actions and humanitarian access to ensure their safety.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here today. Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Saar called for an urgent UN Security Council session after we saw the horrific footage last week of hostages Eviatar David and Rom Braslevsky in terrible conditions. Innocent souls who remain in Hamas terror tunnels. We will not allow them to be forgotten. We are honored to be joined today by Foreign Minister Saar, who will deliver a statement here before addressing.
Now, raging floodwaters and a massive mudslide tore through a village in India's northern Himalaya state of Uttarakhand, leaving at least 4 people dead. The disaster, triggered by heavy monsoon rain, caused widespread destruction. Rescue teams have been deployed as authorities fear more casualty and damage in the vulnerable mountainous region. Now, thousands rallied in Dhaka to commemorate the first anniversary of mass protests that led to the fall of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The interim government used the occasions to unveil a new roadmap for democratic reform, promises free escalations, institutional transparency, and national reconciliations in a divided country. Now, US President Donald Trump has indicated that Vice President JD Vance is most likely to be his political heir as the Republican nominee for the 2028 presidential race. This marked Trump's strongest endorsement yet of Vance as a future leader, signaling a potential long-term directions for the GOP. Viewers, in the last, the Texas House of Representatives was left without a quorum after Democratic lawmakers fled the state, aiming to blot a Republican-backed congressional redistricting plan. Their departure stalled legislative proceeding and highlights deep partisan divisions ahead of next year's midterm elections. So Republican vows to press forward despite the political standoff.
I met with the leadership of the Texas Department of Public Safety to get a full briefing on their efforts to locate and return the members who are actively trying to thwart the legislature from performing its duties.
In California and New York, there are provisions that make it harder to go and redistrict. So it's not as easy in those states to just say, okay, we control the majority, we're going to redistrict. And so that makes it a real challenge for the Democrats to respond in kind.
So viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news, Desi TV USA, DTVNN and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.